I know, I know. Yeah? So precious. Oh, you're so mean. Here, here. Okay. Okay. So, this little fucking bundle of joy that's hissing, purring, and meowing is the new cat we apparently just got. I was going to stream earlier, but Babe came home and was like, "Hey, I know we have two cats, but look what was in a parking lot." So I have this now. She's off getting fast food because why not? So I have to watch the child. But I wanted to stream anyway because look at what game this is, okay? It's finally been like remade and it's on PlayStation and Xbox and I think Switch too. And it's got lots of new content and stuff. And I love this game. Oh my goodness, could you get out of my neck? So yeah, this kitten, she's not getting along too well. They haven't fought yet, but they do hiss at each other from a distance. The other two cats, Mochi and Tofu here. So a lot of purring. Also, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I know how cute it looks with the anime girls. You would think otherwise, but no, this is not for children. If you've seen this game, it's like 4 years old now, at least 3. It was 2017, but the months are Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content. No, I don't want that. But I do know what happens. I've watched GameRups play it. I've watched Markiplier play it. I know the beats. I know what happens. You agree that you have known the game's age rating and you consent to your exposure. Yes. I really hope this doesn't get me banned because this... Oh, that music. This game is one of my favorites. Settings. Guess it's all fine. Do I have any? I don't know how they did this whole save thing, because I don't know what it's called, but the system or the software that this uses or did use on Windows or computers, PC in general, is like a format that a lot of games use. This game has really interesting undertones and, well, not so much undertones as danger. We're gonna go ahead and do Lucifer because, of course, I'm basic. I'm gonna have to do a lot of voices for this, and my voice is not good right now. Oh, the kitty's falling asleep. Hey! Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Yeah, a good friend, right. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out, because you know each other for so long. I'm gonna have to read so much dialogue, which I'm not used to, but there isn't much gameplay, so that's something. We used to walk to school together on days like this. A day? What kind of day is it? Also, that pothole doesn't look covered. It just looks like it's a hole. It doesn't look like there's any sewer grate or whatever. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. So if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Lucifer. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to me, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with the other students making their daily commute. Is there like a way to select other options? No. By the way, Lucifer, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I need to make sure I know whose voice I'm reading, because that's going to be a problem. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Me too, brother. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Whatever. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I don't get this character entirely, because he spends all day with anime and video games, and yet there's a girl totally throwing herself at him, and he's like, ugh, fuck off. It's like Hafumi from Danganronpa, and he's like, I prefer 2D girls only. Okay. Kitty has fallen asleep. She napped. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. I like to go to clubs. That's not true. Sorry, Babe was texting me about the cat. I know, but it's a kitten. It needs to be looked after. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you in the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me to go and manipulate your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Me. Shit. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. God damn! I have no literary ability. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. I keep coughing. She inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori really is that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay. Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. God, what voice do I want to give them? Welcome to welcome to the lit. God damn, I have no fucking range. It's all just. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I need more sultry in hers, because I love her. She's my favorite. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere? Lucifer, what a nice surprise. What a nice surprise. I should really just do the game roast voices. Lucifer, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club, Fred. I'm absolutely just gonna copy them. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Wow, wow. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. I don't know how to do voices. This is already too much for me to handle, and I'm not a girl. So I can't hit their, like, what their notes would be. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. I want Sayori to be that kind. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, that's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Lucifer. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. She has the same fucking face as Sayori. She just has longer hair, I'm just saying, and green eyes. But boobs are roughly the same, maybe. Roughly, yeah. And I think Sayori is a bit shorter. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Lucifer. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them! I'll get them! Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I have no range. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. I definitely want the guy to be like, yeah. But I make the girls sound like that as well. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Her whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. You know. Just hurry and pick one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouthful, and Nara has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why digging me? I'm not like a... Have I heard this somewhere before? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy, baka. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Can I, like, auto? No, that's... No. Aha! You keep a whole tea set in this. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. This is much better. Don't let your impress you. Not insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then stares at me. So what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was tragically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? I need to be fast, but as president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. Decided to start your own club. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of debate club last year? Of the debate club? Yeah. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in our club. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort of something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must really have worked hard just to find these three. Yeah. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Okay, I need a drink real quick. Shit. Okay. Kitty went to go get a drink just before I did, so that's why also my throat was dry as fuck from all this reading and coughing. And then Tofu and Mochi and New Kitty just started hissing at each other and we're all grumpy. No, you can't have any soda. So yeah, I had to deal with that for a moment. And now Ivy is trying to get me, Beb is trying to get me to get a new cat tree. We have a cat tree, and she wants to get another one. No. Okay, back to Literature Club, and I think since I have to work in the morning and stuff, I'm just gonna get up to a certain point that I know of, and not go any further. And then the next stream, things will go down and such. Okay. So, Lucifer. Is my connection cutting out again? It is. Damn it. Kitty, you sit right over here real quick. I need to make sure this is recording. No, Kitty. No, you don't go over here. This is wires and cables. You don't belong there. Okay. So, Lucifer, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the first moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort. Damn it! But you know, I like a lot of things. I can't read that fast. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, really? Really? I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at a normal level. At this rate you're in, might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Let me go a little bit slower, because I can read all that fast, but talking slows me down. I feel like it's that way for everyone, but still. Also, let's go ahead and make a save in this one. I love you two so much, and it's gonna go so poorly for everyone. Also, this version, the new version has updated stuff. They gave it a whole update, and it's got lots of new artwork and new side stories and stuff. So I'm curious what new horrors are awaiting me. I mean, hot anime action. But yeah. Ugh. I haven't spoiled anything for myself. I haven't seen videos, I haven't looked it up. I just know there is new stuff. Even if there wasn't, I would still stream this, because I just love this game so much. But still. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. God damn, did I make it faster? I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes darted at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsu? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper lying behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give the pet. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sarah slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on their shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You don't like not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and... God fuck it! Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki become... Fuck's sake! Fred! I guess it's the same for Yuri. Okay, slowed the speed down a little. Hopefully that's better for me. Because, God, reading is hard. But I also got tired of hitting the button again and again, so auto is really nice. Also, Kitty got a little hungry, so she's over in the food bowl eating, and she's kind of a loud eater. She likes to meow and voice her pleasure to eating, so yeah. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Shit, I don't have auto on. They all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Fred. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lucifer? Monica smiles warmly at me again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come out forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and what the fuck do you mean? I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought Lucifer, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time with the beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. This is murder on my voice. But I'm nowhere near how far I need to be in order to stop. So I gotta keep going. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lucifer, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Yeah, you will. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune would find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Because I'm not entirely certain what word Sayori likes, I'm looking at a guide that only says the words that they like, because this actually matters. You actually pick which girl falls for you or whatever by your poem word choices. However, stuff happens and such. I just want to like 100% this game, and I believe you have to do each girl's word thing. Because once I play the game all the way through, and who knows how long that's going to take, I want to see each girl's side story and such, which you only get to see if they are your preferred girl. So, I need to find all of her words. So you pick 20 words, and the girl who has the most words or whatever. She likes party. She likes precious. She likes defeat. She likes marriage. Ooh. And you notice how the only girl that's not on here is Monica. That's nothing. Don't worry about that. She likes nature. Fair. Joy. Anyway, God damn, I'm having such a hard time finding a word that matches hers. Determination, maybe? I'm looking through all her words. Fireflies, that's one. Doki Doki Poetry Slam. Hell yeah. Charm. I wonder, I'm gonna try to get all of her words. If that happens on the first time, do I like get a special thing? Love. Hopeless. Treasure. Depression. Misfortune. Kitties, could y'all not? For like 3. Tofu, don't sniff her while she's laying in my lap. She's gonna get so angry. Is kiss one of hers? I feel like that should be. No, seemingly not. I'm really trying here. I'm reading all of them. Okay. Vitality, not one. Kiss, for some reason, not one. I guess it's Natsuki's, I guess. Boop, definitely a Natsuki. Desire. None of hers. Extreme. No. Jumpy. No. Pleasure. No. Aura. No. Flower. Flower is hers. There we go. Good God, that took forever. Warm. Sparkle. I like milk. And Suki, why don't you like milk? Comfort and grief. I 100% perfect Sayori. Hell yeah. Hi again, Lucifer. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lucifer. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Lucifer always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? I'm fucking dying over here. Oh my goodness. The kitty laying in my lap making biscuits does help though. You two really are good friends, aren't you? I want her to have a sultry voice just because that's how I like Yuri is my favorite because she's dark and brooding and creepy. That being said, Monica is my next favorite because of story-related reasons and everything. Monica might be battling Yuri for favorite, but Yuri does have bigger she has much more personality. And then Natsuki is third because no Sayori is third because Natsuki is a fucking child. I mean, they're on high school, so they're technically all children to me, but when this game came out I was 17, so technically it was fine. It's no longer fine, it's now weird, but as characters in a made-up world, still fine. While I was talking just then, I closed my eyes and looked around, and I was just in a graveyard for some reason. I don't know. And I looked around, and I was standing in my own grave with a shovel in my hand. I don't know what was going on there. Oh, God. It's fine. They're not real girls. It's fine because of that. If they were, it'd be a problem, but they're not, so... I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Lucifer can be good friends too, can become good friends too. Sayori. Fred. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought me something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Kitty, what are you doing? Ugh. What is it? Never mind. See, that made it sound like a big deal. It's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking clearly. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. It's like the fucking Webster's Dictionary. Like the Hermione thing in Harry Potter, where she's like, I picked it up for some light reading. It's like, this is light? And it's like a fucking tome. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. In your room, without clothing. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out books she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. This is mine now. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but not notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I really wish it was like Natsuki is rummaging around in the garbage. Like she is. I mean, spoilers, but they're high school girls, so it's obvious all high school girls have this. All these girls got issues on a very deep mental level, and we're gonna find out about that later, because spoilers. I mean, if you don't know what Doki Doki does and is and everything, I mean, that's not my fault, but I don't want to say anything. But, I mean, watch the Game Rooms playthrough, and Markiplier's playthrough, and possibly Jack did a playthrough, right? Jacksepticeye's playthrough. This game has been played a lot by a lot of people. Why did it have a transition? We're in the same room. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Yeah, I can tell by how little of anyone there is. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Maka. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Every 10 seconds, I'm coughing out my fucking lungs. This is the worst, and I should just take drugs. Bib offered me drugs the first day I was sick, and I was like, no, it'll be fine. it's a week later and it's not better. But it's not all like that, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Kitty, she's like rummaging around in the garbage. Not really. But she's very adventurous. She's in a new place and she's like, ooh, what's here? Let me climb this. She's currently on my shoulder again. Just hanging out like a fucking ferret. And she fell. Good job. Come here. I know you can make the jump. I've seen you do it. She's trying to dissuade me. Okay, you sleep there, okay? You need to sleep. You're gonna be up all night otherwise. Well, you'd be up. You need to sleep for the next 12 hours, okay? You're gonna be up all night anyway. And after they come, we can do the things that speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes? Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes! That works out perfectly! That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy! Fred. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to something and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Kitty's trying to slap my hand. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. That scared me. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? Yes! It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. I think you give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. It just does that. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Where? I don't see it. I see that the bow is kind of a mess. And debatably her hair, but still. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. I don't see it either, you're right. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. My tiny hands. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, that's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. That is not your decision, and oh my goodness. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about stupid baka. I know, even saying that is fucking heresy and a weeb and I'm an asshole. But I don't care. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. The kitty, I pet the kitty and she went both front paws. Both front paws up like she's ready for... What is this creature? What are kittens? Hello. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why are those ones so hard to close? Because she has boobies? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have known sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. I just choked up like a lot. Oh my god. Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Yeah, I knew they weren't gonna make art of a second Sayori with a buttoned blazer. Hell no. Also, where the fuck is this button by her chest? I don't see a button up there at all. It looks like there's two buttons. Nowhere near the boob, and it's clearly supposed to be open up by the boobies. Also, there's three she's got the white shirt, the vest, and this blazer. I'm assuming she wears a bra. So that's fucking 4 layers on those titties. That's a lot. Of course it's stuffy. Whew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me much better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Fine. Fine. It's a deal. Yeah. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaves torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. God fucking damn, I need to practice talking more. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I don't know that this matters, but I did specifically write it for Sayori, so I'm gonna show it to her first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. With how mean you are.
Brad! Oh my goodness! This is so good, Lucifer!
You never actually get to read your own poems. You can read the girls, because they give you a poem, but you can't read yours. I don't know what I wrote about. I wrote Sayori 20 times, sorry. I also like to imagine that you just write the words in order of what you choose. So it's a 20-word poem that's like joy, laughter, depression, bubble, boop, or whatever you choose in that order, and it's only those words. There's nothing else.
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Lucifer poem.
God, I need to do something about that.
And that's what makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really just happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really powerful now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the clubroom. Why is that one in parentheses? I'm not saying the ones that aren't in quotes. So why is that one in parentheses? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See, it's like I said before, Lucifer. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. You were so bitchy about her, and you're like, oh, she's so annoying. And then she brings you into a room with 3 other cute girls. Well, 2 in my opinion, but whatever. That's too cute. Cute, sure, not my type. And then all of a sudden you're like, this is all cute girls. I don't know. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right?
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Oh, that's her.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
I realized it was her halfway through the sentence. We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
That was an A+ poem in my mind. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. You can, actually. There's not a rule.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Margaret's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Just go down the line. Natsuki.
Fred!
Fred?
Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad.
I wonder if you give a little bit of each to each girl, if they do all think it's bad or they all think it's good. I'm curious what they each think, because Sayori clearly likes it because it was directed towards her. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
Goddamn, I'll pass. I was doing it in her voice.
Sigh!
I don't know why I had to say that, but...
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not sure you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. I mean, humans can climb, leap, race, seek, and run, and fly with a plane. But, I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated.
Maybe I'll just hold my nose while I do her voice.
Some people tell you to take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like still trying to do her voice while pitching my notes.
I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
God, my nose is gonna hurt if I keep doing that.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I said for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did, I guess, more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. I care how old everyone is. I didn't, because I believe if Yuri is a third year, that would technically make her as old as I was when Yuri and I were the same age when this game came out. But I've gotten older and she hasn't. So, kind of weird for me to be crushing on her. Also, there's a video game. These girls are not real. I don't think it ever says how old they are, so I can say they're all 18 if I want to. This is college, whatever. But what happens to them soon really makes you think that age doesn't matter. It's a bad time no matter what. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry.
I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words.
Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it.
So is that bad?
No. Did I just read my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noble thing I recognize is in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. I don't like the dog barking. It's really annoying. Having the kitty meow and purr in my ear is cute. Having the dog bark in the other room because he thinks that a murderer is breaking in, when really it's just Babe bringing in soda. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How? It's not like I already talked to her and found out how.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry?
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Sorry. It's busy.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Sorry.
Harry smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature?
Ghost. Oh, under the light. Sorry, I can't read cursive anymore. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I couldn't read it just because I'm stupid.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I have to think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing it, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lucifer.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, that I won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Who should I show my poem to next? Monica?
Just Monica.
Hi, Lucifer. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, and keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Lucifer. We're all a little embarrassed today, but it's that sort of barrier that we all need to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am on my own. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. So? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Not really. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing that. Sure. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Like Rubber. No, I'm not gonna make that joke either. Shit. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident, it's not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Let's see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever and everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. This is your first clue. But you're not allowed to know that. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they are just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Was I muted that whole time? I don't know when I'm muted and when I'm not. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What is this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's a fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. They already liked it, and Lucifer did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Lucifer liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
This music. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just that Lucifer appreciates my advice and he appreciates yours.
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs matched the gorilla size bigger as soon as Lucifer started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This does not involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Lucifer!
She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out, the reader not force them to have to figure it out. How many explain that to her?
Well, there's the reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lucifer?
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be...
Help me, Sayori!
Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her.
Sayori! Ah!
Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Story uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what kind of jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. I was going to say gigantic and gorgeous.
Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori's vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. For that, at least. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, well, I guess that just means Sayori isn't amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an Arab, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. But that's not a fucking option, is it? Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Lou said, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I thanked myself. I did learn a little bit more about the poems I liked. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Yeah! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Over a hot dick. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I see why they make good friends with you. Huh. This yard work is really something, and I don't understand what that something is, but it's something. This art in the background, how this is all made, You know, Lucifer, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but I'd really like a harem. Does it really need to stop there at sea? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. I need her stuff again. She likes daydream, but not normal dream. Play? She likes play. She likes love.
She likes peaceful. She likes family. She likes a vacation. And ocean. And defeat. Lazy. Sadness. Adventure. Sorry. Holiday. I'm really trying here. Broken. Special. Wonderful. Childhood. Fear. Bliss. Together. Sparkle. And empty. Another perfect Sayori poem. I think I will actually save it here because I need to go to sleep and my throat is killing me. So this slot, I guess. And I mean it auto saves anyway. And speed up the text a little bit because I'm using the X button anyways. This is fun. Tomorrow we'll probably end the next stream at the turning point. But I started this a little too late because Bev wanted to bring a fucking new kitten into my life, but whatever. Start this up tomorrow or some other day. I don't know.